They move among us like mortals, yet live in a world built for gods. In Monaco, the streets glint with luxury that few can touch and fewer still can understand. Here, the world's richest women don't just attend events, they own them. They don't just wear fashion, they control the brands behind it. From gold-dusted croissants to private yachts anchored at the Grand Prix, every day is a performance, every moment a statement of power. Blink, and the deal is already sealed. $50,000 for a single hotel night, $1,000 facials, $19 million cars cruising along the harbor. But this isn't about spending, it's about signaling. Presence matters more than money, influence more than fame. Tech millionaires, oil heiresses, European royalty, they all play by the same rules. Every private gala, every yacht party, every dinner behind velvet ropes is an exercise in strategy disguised as celebration. One wrong glance, one missed invitation, and you've already fallen behind. These women command more than wealth. They command attention, influence, and access. Boardrooms follow the same choreography as runways. Deals are struck as casually as champagne pours, and what appears as opulence is often the currency of unseen empires. In Monaco, luxury isn't loud, it's surgical. Every movement is calculated, every asset a chess piece, every smile a signal. For the world watching from the outside, it's mesmerizing. For those inside, it's survival, dominance, and legacy. Monaco isn't just a playground, it's a battlefield draped in silk and diamonds. To live here is to operate above ordinary rules. To witness it is to glimpse power hidden behind couture and yachts, where fortunes are made in whispers, influence is curated in private, and the most important currency isn't money, it's access. Miss a moment, and you miss a world. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Zenith before we proceed. Monaco isn't just a playground, it's a battlefield for power, and the weapons are speed, style, and influence. For the women who dominate this microstate, a car isn't transportation, it's a statement. Every Ferrari, Lamborghini, and hyper-electric coupe isn't parked, it's positioned, curated, displayed. The streets themselves become stages, and every curve of asphalt a runway for control. Inside their garages lie machines that blur obsession with dominance. A $19 million Bugatti. La Voiture Noire isn't just a car, it's a rolling crown. The Ferrari Monza SP2 is more than a thrill ride. It's a warning to anyone who doubts who runs these roads. Rolls-Royce Cullinans aren't just about comfort, they're offices, salons, and stages on wheels, complete with chilled champagne, lambskin floors, and interiors crafted to show absolute authority. Some owners go further, hundreds of thousands spent on diamond finishes, one-off interiors designed by Parisian ateliers, turning mobility into art and dominance into physics. But in Monaco, driving isn't vanity, it's signaling. Every rev of an engine, every turn down a narrow street, every perfectly timed arrival at a gala says one thing: these women are untouchable. They don't just live in luxury, they orchestrate it. Every moment behind the wheel is a declaration, every route through the principality a calculated performance. In a city smaller than some neighborhoods, every glance, every car, every detail carries weight. To watch them move through Monaco is to watch power in motion, executed with precision, audacity, and total control. Every May, Monaco transforms. The roar of Formula One engines isn't just a race, it's a backdrop for a display of power, prestige, and influence. For the women who dominate the billionaire circles of the Principality, the Grand Prix is far more than motorsport. It's a theater, and the yachts moored at Port Hercules are front-row seats to the world. These floating fortresses, Lady Mora, Fate, Tatiana, aren't just yachts, they're palaces on water, each valued at over $250 million. Helipads for quick arrivals, infinity pools for sun-drenched lounging, champagne cellars stocked with the rarest vintages, and Michelin-starred chefs catering to every whim. Deals worth hundreds of millions are casually discussed between sips of vintage Dom Perignon, while the race cars tear through Monte Carlo's tight streets below. As night falls, the spectacle intensifies. Private dinners on upper decks under crystal chandeliers host 20 to 50 hand-picked guests. Fashion moguls, tech innovators, and legacy heirs converse over rare wines, soundtracked by DJs flown in from Ibiza, violinists from Paris, and fireworks painting the Riviera sky. Every gesture, every toast, every look is a calculated move in a global game of wealth and influence. This is Monaco at its apex: speed, style, and billion-dollar power, orchestrated entirely by the world's most commanding women. When the sun sets over Monaco, the streets glitter, but the true spectacle is inside. The women who command this city don't just attend events, they orchestrate them. At legendary galas like the Bal de la Rose, elegance is a weapon, a signal, and a strategy all at once. A single table here can cost $50,000, yet it buys far more than food. It buys access, influence, and the unseen networks of global wealth. Inside, the atmosphere is a chessboard of power. Swarovski chandeliers cast light over silk and jewels, while the strains of Mozart float through halls where billion-dollar deals are negotiated with nothing but a smile, a glance, or the tilt of a champagne glass. Haute couture gowns worth six figures aren't mere fashion, they're statements. Dior, Valentino, Chanel, shimmering under spotlights, each stitch a coded message about connections, ambition, and authority. Take Beatrice Borromeo, for example. When she steps into a $120,000 gown, she's not showing off. She's signaling her place in the hierarchy of wealth. A beluga caviar spoon in hand, a discreet nod exchanged across the room, and entire deals can pivot without a single contract signed yet. In Monaco's elite circles, nothing is accidental. Every entrance, every accessory, every whisper is meticulously calculated, a move in a game where influence is the ultimate currency, and everyone is watching. This isn't a party. It's a battlefield dressed in silk, diamonds, and couture. The elite women of Monaco turn every gala into a stage where influence is the currency and elegance is armor. Every glance, every gesture, every entrance is calculated, projecting power that money alone cannot buy. Beneath the sparkle of jewels and the sweep of designer gowns lies action that reshapes markets. These women aren't just fashion icons. They're investors, innovators, and unseen power brokers. On board a $300 million superyacht, deals unfold quietly. A Russian heiress negotiates control of a storied Italian fashion house, while a tech billionaire calculates a $200 million AI investment over a glass of crystal rosé. The trappings, the $2 million diamond clutch, the rare champagne, are signals, not excess. Culture itself becomes leverage. Women like Dasha Zhukova use art as strategy, shaping tastes, curating museums, and dropping $86 million on a single Rothko moves that ripple across global auction houses. Every gallery opening, every private showing, every whispered conversation is part of a calculated network of influence. In Monaco, power wears gowns, drives hypercars, and speaks in the language of silk, diamonds, and market disruption. Behind the glitter, billion-dollar strategies are quietly executed, and the world feels every move. In Monaco, luxury isn't indulgence, it's a daily performance. Mornings don't start with coffee. They begin with a 600 per kilo cup of Kopi Luwak, poured into porcelain lined with gold. Golden croissants and caviar arrive as casually as toast, but every bite signals status, taste, and power. From there, the day unfolds in private sanctuaries where wellness becomes spectacle. Cryotherapy chambers hum alongside 24-karat gold facials, saltwater pools glisten in carved marble, and rooftop jacuzzis offer panoramic views of the Riviera. This isn't self-care, it's an orchestrated ritual, a blend of opulence and strategy. Every movement, every room, every treatment is a statement of influence. Even downtime doubles as a boardroom. A facial can end with a Zoom approving a $500 million product launch. Lunch is prepared by Michelin chefs flown in for a single meal. Nutritionists curate every bite, not just for health, but for optics. In Monaco, wellness is more than status. It's a tool, a signal, a weapon. Here, even stillness is deliberate, polished, and strategic. True influence leaves a footprint, and in Monaco, the world's most powerful women aren't just spending fortunes, they're shaping tomorrow. Luxury becomes leverage, wealth becomes impact. Every gala, yacht, and private dinner doubles as a stage for legacy. Princess Charlene turns glamour into action, donating over $20 million in a single evening to advance water safety and sports education worldwide. Pauline Duku, Grace Kelly's granddaughter, orchestrates private ballet performances and funds emerging artists across Europe, turning culture into currency. Lauren Santo Domingo merges fashion with environmental stewardship, pledging $100 million to save coral reefs, proving responsibility can sparkle as brightly as diamonds. Even away from cameras, figures like Mackenzie Scott quietly deploy billion-dollar investments in global education from exclusive venues like Hotel Deary. Every gesture, every eye contact, every subtle nod signals influence far louder than headlines. In Monaco, philanthropy isn't just charity, it's power in motion. In Monaco, legacy isn't built, it's curated. It lives in galleries, schools, coral reefs, and social movements. These billionaire women don't broadcast influence, they let it ripple silently through auction houses, boardrooms, and the lives they touch. Elegance isn't optional, it's power. And in Monaco, that power is unmistakably female. Luxury here isn't just possessions, it's strategy. From diamond-studded gowns to $300 million super yachts, every detail communicates status, taste, and authority. But behind the sparkle lies intellect, vision, and unshakable influence. These women aren't just living, they're shaping industries, directing capital, and protecting cultural and environmental legacies, all while the world watches in awe. And this is only the opening act. The next chapter of Monaco's hidden billionaires is already unfolding, more dazzling and influential than ever. If this inside look captivated you, hit like, share, and subscribe to Zenith. Which facet of their world amazed you most? The couture, the yachts, or the power they wield quietly? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned for the next episode where luxury meets influence like you've never seen before.